Hello everybody, welcome back. Another short ride, number 63. We're going to Southeastern Wrestling for this one, 1980, in the month of November. I'm pretty sure it was in the month of November 1980. I do know that Brad and Bob were not television, but Southeastern Tag Team Champions. And wow, what a team those two guys were, man. I'm telling you, Brad might have been young, but boy, he wasn't dumb. That boy could work, and you're going to see a little bit of that in this one here. And this one, it starts out kind of with just the four of them. There's going to be a big Ron Bass and Oki Shakina is the two guys that are wrestling, but it's going to end up with a whole lot of people in the building and in the ring. I can tell you that. And so let's have a look at it.
Please, our next match, one fall tag team match, time limit remaining. Introducing in the corner to my right, at a combined weight of 520 pounds, Ron Bass and the Japanese destroyer Oki Shakina. Their opponents, at a combined weight of 433 pounds, from Marietta, Georgia, the current Southeastern Tag Team Champions, Bob and Brad Armstrong.
Japanese destroyer Oki Shakina, big Ron Bass from Texas, taking on the Southeastern Tag Champions, the Armstrongs, Bob and Brad. What a television main event.
Brad and Dad against Oki Shakina and Outlaw Ron Bass. And you're right, Charlie, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions. Bradley certainly proud of those belts, and doubly proud of the fact that he won his first title along with his dad, who has held many championships down that professional wrestling trail of his. Shakina driving Brad into that corner. The tag goes. Bob, with that old-fashioned American right hand, does his thing, and we've got action.
Twist by Bob. Tag is made with Brad. And from the other side, the count begins by Tommy Weathers. Double thrust into the chest and a pinning position on Shakina. There you see Bass going over on the side to pull Brad off.
Talk about teamwork. We saw it there with the Armstrongs. We were discussing teamwork as we watched Condy and Rose. And it's the type of competition that you're going to see when the Armstrongs, Condy and Rose meet in that squared circle. Shakina makes a tag, and the Outlaw from Texas moves in to do battle with Brad Armstrong.
And the capacity crowd in our television sports arena picks up the chant, "Go, Brad, go."
You got to get behind a winner, and they're certainly behind Brad Armstrong. The comments are made about the youth of this gentleman, about his size, about his lack of experience. But the main comment is, along with his father, he shares the Southeastern Tag Team Championship, and that speaks for itself, Charlie.
Bass using that thumb to the throat. There's Brad Armstrong. Connection in the midsection. Tag is made with Shakina. From behind, Shakina.
Brad hanging tough as Shakina, and Bass switching on him, pounding away at him, trying to soften him up. And that clothesline chop by Shakina has Brad skidding across that canvas and hitting the deck. Again, a nice tag, and Bass Shakina working well as a combination. Bass blocking with that front chancery now as Bradley trying to drive him into that corner and make it to his partner.
Use of the tights there by Bass to bring Brad over into that corner. And again, Shakina's in. Picks up that front chancery. And again, Brad Armstrong tries to make the tag with his father. He does.
But referee Tommy Weathers did not see the tag, Charlie. He did not allow it. When he turned around, Brad was more than an arm's distance from his father. And because of that, the tag will not be allowed. Shakina does make the tag with Ron Bass. And the big Outlaw moves in to pound away at Brad Armstrong. Working on the abdominal muscles now. Going to that stomach claw, and this may be something he's helped perfect with his friend, Mr. Saito.
Take down by the hair.
Give credit to Brad Armstrong. He hangs tough. He's spotting the man's size. He's spotting him experience, but in no way, shape, or form is he spotting him any intestinal fortitude or just pure, plain old American guts.
Bass continues to apply that pressure. Brad Armstrong trying to make his way to his feet.
Brad is up, and let's see where he's going from here. Shot to the midsection, loosens him up a bit, but Shakina catches a tag. And Okie moves in to stop Brad Armstrong. If Brad could have gotten away there, he would have made that tag. Shakina now right back to where partner Bass left off, and we've got a heck of a tag match on our hands, Charlie.
Indeed we do, Les. Shakina picking up where Bass left off. Applying that pressure, coming down again. Brad needing to make the tag with his father.
The abdominal muscles need a rest now. Bass and Shakina have been working alternately on Brad's midsection. And Bob, as you can see at the top of your screen center, yelling encouragement to his son and partner. Brad gets a good right in, but from that distance, it's hard to stop a man.
Brad still goes under Shakina. He makes the tag. Bob Armstrong in. Then comes Bass.
And when Pep opens up, Pep knows how to go. Bob Armstrong takes care of both. Backs up on Shakina. And Ron Bass catching him now. Outside the ring he goes. Let's see what Bob's got in mind here. He goes after Bass. Brad moves in on Shakina. And Bob Armstrong driving Ron Bass across the floor. Outside the ring here in our studio.
Bass thrown into that ring post. In the ring, Brad continues.
Shakina choking Brad Armstrong over in that corner. Bob and Ron Bass back at it again. Referee Tommy Weathers can't get it stopped. Bass moves away again. Shakina trapped in the corner by Brad Armstrong. Now this seesawed back and forth, but as the action slows down, it's Brad Armstrong having his way with Okie Shakina.
And what a tag main event we have here. Brad takes his man high on the Japanese destroyer, number 10. And there you see Ron Bass pulling Brad off by the hair.
Brad up waiting center ring now. Bass caught the tag but couldn't slide in on the blind side. So Bradley is waiting on him, and let's see what's going to happen here. Never ceases to amaze me the type of stick-to-itiveness, the go-get-'em attitude that Brad Armstrong has, Charlie. He's got the arm bar right now on Ron Bass, and the outlaw in trouble as Brad windmills it a couple times and tags Dad.
By Bob Armstrong, Bass goes down the canvas. Shakina trying to make his way in the ring, and that's blocked by Bob.
Again, we've got all four wrestlers in that squared circle. Bass with a little advantage over Bob Armstrong is being put out now by the referee. Let's see what happens here. In over the top. Bob has got his man as he gets it does. He's got him. Good win.
And a great win for the team of Bob and Brad Armstrong. Wait a minute, this match is...
Dennis Condrey, Randy Rose, Mr. Saito hit the ring. The victory belongs to the Armstrongs. But right now, Condrey and Rose go to work on Bob. Saito putting his patented sleeper on Brad Armstrong as Shakina and Bass help out. Bob Armstrong has been lacerated, Charlie, as Condrey and Rose pound away. And here comes the Tennessee Stud.
Blocking Bass as he comes to the ring. Stud. Throwing those combinations. Here comes John Valiant. The ring is filling up.
Valiant, the Stud, the Armstrong, Shakina, Rose, Condrey, Bass, Saito, they're all in that ring, and who's got who is anybody's guess. But we've got mass confusion, we've got action.
And your winners of the match were the Armstrongs, Bob and Brad. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Wow. I said it's going to be a little while, man, and it certainly got that way. We had a lot of that back in 1980. That crew with Bass and some of those guys, wow, they were just romping and stomping, and you never knew what to expect. And everybody used to stay. I remember in those days, baby faces would all stay to the end of the night because they didn't know how many heels was still there that was going to end up in the ring against just two guys or one guy. So, you know, we had to protect everybody and protect ourselves. And, wow, great crew back in those days. Great time frame, man. 1980, early 80. And we're just gone. We're finishing up Studcast now. We're going to finish up 1979. It won't be long till we're in some of these 1980 shows. And when we get into these, I'm hoping we can pull off some audio for you so that you can hear some actual commercials in some of these. So thank you all for your support. Really, really appreciate your great comments. I'm glad we're back to putting up quite a few of these for you again. And thank you all so much. And we're going to bring you another one.